What's your favorite scary movie? I'm Jessica Nova, and you are watching Geek Girls Review. Let's talk about the Scream board game by Funko. I got this game for my birthday last year, and being a big Scream fan, I wasn't sure what to expect. You know, sometimes you get games based on actual properties and they're just a little boring, or they're a very blasé game that's just gotten a new skin. Basically, it's sometimes they do this with Monopoly. You think you're going to get maybe something a little more fun, and it's just Monopoly. They've just put Star Wars planets on it instead of Park Place. But I thought the Scream game, they gave you a lot of interesting gameplay. It uses your phone. I think that for a game that doesn't take up a lot of space, you know, you get your little thing, you utilize your phone, you have cards, and you have some pieces, and it's not too complicated in terms of mess, which is the thing I look for. I like games I can travel with, and even though there's there's a few little pieces that I think would make it a little more difficult to travel with, overall, not too bad. As for gameplay, it is fast-paced. I think if you are not ready for a game that's a little anxiety-inducing, then it's probably not the game for you, because it will. You want to work together, you want to play together, but you also want to make sure, and when I say fast-paced, I mean fast-paced. The game is set so that you can play a full thing in about 20 minutes. And as you go, you've got to escape different iconic locations. You're going to have different objects, like you're going to have a stab DVD, and you have to get certain ones to move to a different location, and the goal is to escape the killer. Just like in Scream, you're in Woodsboro, and your goal is to survive. So it has all these things that if you are a longtime fan, you'll get to enjoy. You'll get to kind of play in the footsteps of those characters, while also not having to commit to anything longer than about 20 minutes, which is awesome. But, like I said, that can really cause a bit of anxiousness and stress. Stress because you want to survive. And the first time I played it, one of my friends had to tap out because she was getting way overwhelmed. But, you know, at that same game, we were having one of our friends tell us what to do, because if you have ADHD, you've got to do all these things. And there's a little bit in the mechanics that I think is slightly overcomplicated in terms of it is a lot of moving pieces all at once, but it's also not hard. It's just, you know, what your friend might be needing to complete, you might not. You will see once you actually look at the cards. Once you look at the game, it's tough to explain. I'm doing a horrible job, except letting you know that it is a short game and it may induce anxiety. But as a whole, I would give it 3.5 out of 5. I had a lot of fun. I don't know that the replayability is super high, because once you've done it, you might not really want to do it again, but it's a fun little party game. It does take kind of those 20 minutes of dedication, because you've got to do things, you've got to do them fast if you're going to survive. And on top of that, you know, you've got to have your phone accessible so that the killer can call you. I think it's very cute. It reminds me of the old Dream Date games, except you're using your own phone and it's a killer calling you. But if you are looking for something fun and you love the Scream franchise, I would definitely check it out and give it a whirl. Give it a try. Try it with your friends. Try it with your friends that have massive amounts of anxiety and see how they do. Try it after you have a little smoke and see if that calms you down. And just see if you can survive. And most importantly, what's your favorite scary movie? Or game? Yeah. What's your favorite board game? Hopefully it's this one, even though there's not really a board. But check it out. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.